It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, glad to have you in the booth with us here on EA Sports. Greg, this is one of those intriguing matchups because we got a couple of quarterbacks, that most important position, trying to bounce back after seasons where injury derailed their hopes for a good campaign.
And it's just so difficult when you look back on each of these teams' prior season just last year. It's hard to separate how much of their up and down, how much of their struggles was because of the injuries at the quarterback positions, whether they were in the game or just battling through on game day, or was it the rest of the roster? Well, I think with both of these quarterbacks now being healthy and back to looking like their old selves, we're going to get a lot better idea of just how good the rest of these rosters are now that their two quarterbacks are back on the field.
Anthony Gould now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year two, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
Open man, that's Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
Richardson operating from the pistol. To the goal line and in. Mo Alley Cox. Touchdown Colts. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Second down, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
Gesicki, the man in motion. A 1st down throw for Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, it's Brown. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's Juju Brents in on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. Josh Downs set to return for the Colts. The Colts offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Von Bell, the veteran safety, is there on the play. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Richardson to throw. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Second down and 3. Now Richardson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indy. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts move out on top, 14-0. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll get about 2. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The Colts offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Throwing is Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Cox. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Anthony Richardson. I mean, it's not hard to see why they want to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, both as a passer, but when you can get him as a designed runner, his size and speed, he is a handful for defenses.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Sam Hubbard, they're on the tackle. Second down and 8. Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and
the pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Burrow. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Burrow to throw. That's complete. It's Yoshiba. 14 on the pickup. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. As you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Burrow. That's into the hands of Yoshiba. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Now, Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. To throw is Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in! Andre Yoseva. Touchdown, Bengals.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are on the board. It's now 14-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Colts are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
A first down throw for Burrow. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Second and 11. Now, Burrow. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That is brought in at the 10. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Big-time conversion there on third down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
He's got it at the 3.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece to score as this one's away. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Now Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I like to call these short throw, long run. You don't always have to generate explosive plays in the passing game by trying to throw the ball over the defense's head. This is a great example of it. Get the ball to a guy with speed, in space, and let him do the rest.
First and 10. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Richardson going to look to throw. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Gay's kick is good. And the Colts move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. DeForest Buckner brings him down. Burrow here on second down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Richardson operating from the pistol. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Richardson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. A gain there of 27 yards.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
That one taken in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Colts go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Burrow now. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
2nd down, Burrow. Back to his big tight end, Gesicki. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Burrow, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6, out to the 26-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Indianapolis.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Richardson. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
The Colts about set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here's Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throwing is Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Now, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Brown. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, a big 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Burrow. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Second and goal. Burrow. That is caught side of the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. Past midfield.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out. But it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go again here with Taylor. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.